Hey guys, hope you all are doing well. So, in today's lecture, we are going to study about the Principle of Management, Business Studies, Chapter 2, Scientific Techniques of Management given by F.W. Taylor. First of all, let us discuss about F.W. Taylor. That who was he? F.W. Taylor was an American mechanical engineer who published his idea about scientific management in 1911. I repeat, he published his idea in 1911. Clear? He was born in a wealthy family in the US in 1856, and his original name, or you can say the full form of his name, is Frederick Winslow Taylor. He is commonly regarded as the father of scientific management. The methods which he has given focused on simplifying the jobs so that the best possible outcome can be derived. Taylor opposed the old rules and promotes scientific management in all the management situations. Basically, he has given us the 5 techniques. With the help of these techniques, anyone can achieve organizational goals at a very low cost. The scientific management theory focused on improving the efficiency of each individual in the organization. He does not focus on a single person. He says that each and every person who is working in a particular organization should be efficient enough so that he can do his work with the full efficiency. Clear? Now, we will start discussing about the techniques of principle of management. Clear? The first technique is functional foremanship. Clear? What is the first technique? The functional foremanship. A foreman refers to a person who is in charge of the operational level workers. Clear? And his basic task is to increase the efficiency and performance. Now, Taylor has suggested that the factory should be divided into 2 departments. At least 2 departments should be there. One is planning and the other one is production department. So that the production department does not have to plan anything and the planning department does not interfere in the work of production department. Clear? If there would be 2 departments, then there would be no conflicts. Moreover, he says that minimum 8 functional experts should be present to supervise and give orders to the workers. Only a single manager cannot do anything. There should be a planning manager and there should be a production in charge. Both of them will do their task, and to help them out, there should be at least, like, the minimum number of functional experts should be 8. They all will see that whatever work is given to them is being done in a proper way or not. If we will take an example of planning in charge and production in charge, then planning in charge should not have any kind of interference in the production in charge work, and production in charge should not discuss about planning. We can easily understand it with this diagram. Like, a factory manager is there who has appointed 2 in charge. One is the planning in charge and the other one is production in charge. The planning in charge itself has 4, you can say, personals, or you can say the clerks under him. One is the root clerk, Another one is instruction card clerk, time and cost clerk, disciplinary clerk. Clear? The route clerk basically sees the specifying the route of production, like in which sequence the production should be done. The instruction card clerk should see that all the workers are following the work given to them or not. Basically, he is responsible for giving instructions to the workers. Time and cost clerk, he is responsible for preparing time and cost sheet. Basically, he has to see that whether all the work is done in a particular time slot or not, and how can we reduce the cost. Clear? At last, the disciplinary clerk used to see that the discipline among the workers exists or not. He is mainly responsible for maintaining the discipline among the workers. Whereas if we will talk about the production in charge, again he has 4 sub-members. Number 1, that is speed boss. Speed boss is responsible for timely completion of the job. Get it? So the basic task of speed boss is the timely completion of job. The next one is gang boss, and he is responsible for keeping machines and tools ready for work. His basic motive is to keep a check on every machinery and tools, that whether are they working properly or not. The next one is repair boss. His responsibility is to keep the machines and tools in proper working condition. Suppose if a machinery is not working properly, then it is the responsibility of repair boss that he will collect all the parts of that machinery and find out where the problem is. And after finding out the problem, he will try to repair it and to make sure that the machinery is working properly. The last one is inspector, and he is responsible for maintaining the quality of work. If the specified quality is not performed by the workers, or you can say the foremen, then all the planning, all the production process will be in vain. So his basic responsibility is for maintaining quality of work. The next technique of scientific management is standardization and simplification of work. This is the combination of 2 words, standardization and simplification. Standardization output possible if standard is maintained, right from selection of tools, equipment and machines to use. In simple words, we can say it is a process of setting standards for the different factors. Like standards can be set for process, raw material, time, product, methods, and even the working conditions of the workers. For an example, the amount of work which should be done by a single worker in a day can be decided priorly, and that pre-decided work would be called as standard work. Clear? In this, we decide all the things previously, that how much quantity should be produced in a day, who will do what work, and what should be the standard production. Clear? If we will talk about a simple example such as Maggi, Colgate, or you can say Dairy Milk chocolate, then you will find out that whether you buy it from anywhere, but the standard of each and every product is same. If we will talk about the objectives of standardization, number 1 is to reduce a given line of product to fix size, shape and characteristics, that we have discussed previously. मैगी कहीं से भी खरीदिए, एक जैसी ही होती है. Number 2, to allow interchangeability of manufactured part. If any machinery got you can say injured or got खराब जाती है या कुछ भी, then you can only interchange the particular part which is not working. Third, to maintain quality standard, quality should be maintained. Excellence and quality of material snatch the customers. Another thing, to set up performance standards, performance standard of workers and machinery should be pre-decided. स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन बेसिकली ये देखता है कि आप जितना भी वर्क कर रहे हैं वो एक ठीक ढंग से किया जा रहा है या नहीं, और कौन से वो स्टैंडर्ड्स हैं जिनके बेसिस पे उस काम को किया जाना चाहिए. मूविंग टुवर्ड्स सिंप्लीफिकेशन. सिंप्लीफिकेशन मीन्स ऑप्टिमम यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ रिसोर्सेज थ्रू अनइंटरप्टेड प्रोसेसेस. Means it emphasizes on elimination of unnecessary diversity of product, size and type, which simply denotes that बेकार की चीज़ों को हटा देना चाहिए हमें. The process should be as simple as we can do, so that the cost of product would be reduced and the quality of the product should be high. यानी कॉस्ट कम से कम हो जाए और क्वालिटी बहुत हाई हो जाए. द टाइम ऑफ वर्कर्स शुड नॉट बी लाइक वेस्ट. क्लियर? द टाइम ऑफ वर्कर्स शुड नॉट बी वेस्ट. दैट इज नोन एज सिंप्लीफिकेशन. क्लियर? नाउ द थर्ड पॉइंट इज मेंटल रिवॉल्यूशन. मेंटल रिवॉल्यूशन इज अ चेंज इन थिंकिंग both on the part of management and workers. It says that a complete change in the mental outlook and attitude of workers and management towards one another, from competition to cooperation. The management should create pleasant working conditions and workers should work with devotion and loyalty. Instead of fighting over distribution of profit, they must focus attention on increasing it. Many times the workers fight with each other and that hinders the objective of organization. If the management and workers are not compatible with each other, then they will never be able to maintain the profit goals. Clear? Sometimes the worker follow go slow policy, which means वो धीरे धीरे काम करेंगे, and due to which the company will never be able to earn the profits. In the similar way, the workers think that management is giving them higher burden. वो उनको exploit कर रहे हैं. They are giving them overburden of work. That again creates a mental revolution. Now, the objectives are change in the mental attitude of workers and management toward each other. Management का काम ही है that they should try to change the mental level of management and workers. Number 2, cooperation between worker and management. Then only they will be able to achieve the organizational goal together. Third one is ruling out feeling of suspicion from the mind of workers and management and to adapt systematic thinking. So basically हम कह सकते हैं कि mental revolution में what is the basic task? The task is कि management और workers के बीच में जितने भी दिक्कतें हैं, प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, परेशानियां हैं, वी शुड ट्राई टू कट देम. हमें कोशिश करनी है कि देयर शुड बी नो डिफरेंसेस बिटवीन मैनेजमेंट एंड वर्कर्स. एंड कैसे कर सकते हैं? व्हेन देयर वुड बी नो सस्पिशन इन देयर माइंड्स टुवर्ड्स ईच अदर. यानी वर्कर्स को ऐसा ना लगे दैट मैनेजमेंट इज गिविंग देम ओवरबर्डन टास्क, और वहीं दूसरी तरफ मैनेजमेंट को ऐसा ना लगे दैट वर्कर्स आर वर्किंग स्लोली, कि वो लोग काम ही नहीं कर रहे हैं, खाली बैठे रहते हैं. इफ़ दिस थिंग शुड बी डन, देन ओनली द साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट कैन हेल्प. नाउ इन नेक्स्ट लेक्चर वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट remaining 2 techniques. Clear? In this lecture we have discussed about only 3 techniques, and in next lecture we will discuss about the remaining 2 techniques. Overall, Taylor has given 5 techniques. Guys, moreover that, I wanted to say that the technique which I have taught you, functional foremanship, in that I have told you about the 8 factory managers. Now, these are the detail of those managers. You can take a screenshot of it, and after that you can make notes like route clerk, instruction clerk, time and cost clerk. These all things are given in this diagram. Moreover that, try to make proper notes of it. Still, if you are having any kind of queries, you can contact me directly by writing down your queries into the comment section, and I'll try to solve it as soon as possible. In the next lecture, as I have told you, we will discuss about the remaining 2 techniques. Till then, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye.